Why do you like to be alive? Watching sunrises with a hot cup of tea. Singing my favorite songs in a place with good acoustics. Using really soft yarn to knit something nice for someone. Calling a friend and hearing the joy in their voice when they realize it's me. Snow days. Making s'mores at a bonfire. It's all the little things. I hope you can find all the little things you love in life. There's so many. Please be safe, friend. Edit, thank you all so much for the awards, including my first silver. 'Cause I believe one day it will get better and I'll be happy even though I'm not now. Pretty sure no one will find this comment, but hey, today was a good day for me. I just got my first electric piano and I'm eager to learn this instrument. Now that is a reason to be alive. Music. I wanna master this thing before I go. Edit, thank you kind strangers for all the awards and all the reply comments wishing me luck, really made me feel great. I've been wanting to play the piano for about 3 years now, but only a few days ago I managed to convince my parents to get me one. I've been pretty depressive for the past few years for reasons, but I hope this thing can get me back on track. To all of you who are in the same boat with me, I wish you all well, we're all gonna make it. I'm terminally ill and the closer I've gotten to death the more I've just sat back and watched nature, genuinely stopping to smell the roses. It's the little things in life that make life worth living. The family of birds in a nearby tree communicating with each other. The dog you wake up every morning to and can't wait to see you and be around you. I even oddly lie watching the trees rustle on a windy day. Watching my fish swim around their aquarium. Valuing the time and memories I make with my wife and friends. People that say life isn't worth living need to try their very best to smell the roses, watch the sunrise or sunset. I know sometimes life really can get us down in the dumps, but life is truly beautiful. Edit. Just woke up and checked all the notifications. Thank you everyone for the awards and the very nice words. It's very humbling to get so many beautiful responses. I've done my best to read and like as many as possible. One comment I noticed is about how close to death we come. My fate was luckily decided by my oncologist. I was in ICU last year. I was septic and I had a superbug the doctors couldn't get on top of. My kidney had completely stopped and I only have one kidney. Fortunately, when the ICU had the various teams come together to decide whether to continue or let me go, my oncologist demanded they continue to treat me because I'm young, 29, and my heart and lungs are in good shape. I'm still here to this day, so I owe it all to that man who's saved my life multiple times. I've sat with my wife and cried, told her I was ready to go and laid patiently with my eyes closed ready to be taken away. It just didn't happen. Since that moment I've done my absolute best to enjoy the little moments in life that we easily brush past and let go unnoticed when we are busy and living a healthy normal life. I'll try to individually reply to comments where I can. Thank you everyone. The amount of beauty in the world that we lived in. Tonight, after a long day of dealing with stuff nobody should ever have to go through, I looked up while walking to my car in the parking lot at the black night sky, and saw dozens of brightly lit stars shining down at me. It was an amazing sight, and made me think that light, even though it took it millions to billions of years, can still reach me. It's little things like that which helps keep me going. My firstborn was born 10 hours ago. There's an old man I sometimes visit who can talk your ear off for hours on end. You'll sit down with him, and he'll start to unload his stories, one after the other, of his old friends, his years in the radio industry, and his misadventures chasing women. Once, halfway through his usual ramble, he stopped, turned to me, and said, "You know what? Life is fun. And it stinks to know that I'm getting close to the end, because the whole thing's just been so damn fun." That's always stuck with me. It's my belief that the person who's had the most successful life is the one who, when it's all said and done, has the best stories to tell his grandkids. Concerts. When Chester Bennington commits suicide, it made me realize I have to see as many of my favorite artists live as I can. I will never be able to see Linkin Park live anymore and it haunts me. Who knows which band will fall apart next, so I need to see them all while I have the opportunity. This is keeping me alive and motivated for the future even when I'm super depressed. I have 6 concerts planned this year and I couldn't be more excited. Music. Can't read it. Can't carry a tune. Know nothing about playing an instrument, except Silent Night on a keyboard. Know nothing about arrangement, songwriting, none of it. But when a song hits that sweet spot, where you can feel your heart rate get faster, you start slightly sweating, the hairs on your arms stand on end and you go all goose pimply and electric, so much so you see colors. That's what keeps me alive. It's a high I can chase and get results fairly often, with the only side effects being listening to a song so much it gets old quickly, or eventually tinnitus. The woods and the ocean. Getting the giggles that don't quit with anyone, but especially with a close friend. I don't think there's anything better. I'd love to die honestly. I'm just still here because, well, I don't know why actually, but I can't die at the moment because I have to give my pet cat a precious second chance at her life. She was adopted. Man, all the good in this world. Joking around and laughing with your friends until you can't breathe anymore. A random dog running up to you to sniff your butt. Getting your first kiss. The smells from bakeries when you head out in the morning. Staring at the moon late at night knowing there's someone out there doing the same. Hugging your parents after not seeing them for a while. Cuddling with you so after you did the beep beeps gadedly do. A stranger's baby smiling at you when you're waiting for a buzz. The taste of the watermelon on a hot summer day and laying on the couch under a blanket watching the flames in the fireplace on a cold winter evening. Listening to the music in your bed on a Friday night knowing you don't have to set up an alarm for tomorrow. Texting your crush late at night, both of you being dead ass tired but neither one wanting it to stop. The feeling of accomplishment when you finally learn to tie your shoes yourself. When you finally reach the bathroom after having to pee really bad. Telling a joke and the whole group of people laughs. Reading a book at the seaside while the sun unbeknownst to you slowly burns in a dick a sibling drew on your back with the sunscreen. Finally beating a game you've been playing for weeks. Making a meme yourself and thousands of strangers on Reddit like it too. When you inconsistently water your cactus but the cactus is just fine with it and it blooms to thank you and you didn't even know cactuses can bloom. When you're really tired after a workout and your muscles are sore the next day but hey, you know you did something good for yourself. Starving yourself because you know grandma is going to cook your favorite meal and you have to eat it all. Right now, it's my wife and awaiting the birth of my baby. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. But I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep. Robert Frost. I never knew my father, and my wife is pregnant with our first child. I like being alive because I'm about to get the chance to be the dad I needed when I was growing up. I survived cancer. I was given weeks to live, and miraculously got remission. Life post-cancer is a terrible struggle, mentally and physically, but I wouldn't trade it for the alternative. I now get to watch my adorable niece grow up. I get to look at the world with a completely different perspective. I get to enjoy being with my wife and traveling the world as much as possible. Death would solve a lot of the pain I currently live with, but the eternal sadness it would cause my family would haunt me. Seeing people's faces when they get a nice text. Getting the window seat on a plane. Playing with babies. Flipping through a stack of records. Hitting the rev limiter. Perfectly ripe watermelons. My dog. Everything lavender scented. A goal scored with 2 minutes left in the third. When the coffee/cream/sugar balance is flawless. Painting a room with friends. The electrical buzz when you walk downtown after rain. Overdressing for events. Finding something you thought was lost forever. I could write a million of these and they change every day. Pretty sure no one will see this, but I've actually been thinking about suicide the last couple months. I don't do it because I hope something, or someone, worth living will appear in my life. Edit. Thanks guys, this really helps. I've been bullied and currently I'm depressed most of the time. Things have gone a little better this last month, so I hope that it'll gradually get better. This will probably get lost, but it's officially been 1 year since I almost ended my life, and I'm pretty proud of it and wanted to share it. It's always the little things that keep me going. Sunsets, endorphin rushes after workouts, pancakes, little moments of joy with my friends, art, trying new things, etc. I don't always feel better than that day a year ago, but I know that there will always be moments in the future that I will feel better that make everything worth it. I know that this will probably never get read, but that actually works as a metaphor for my life. I don't care if no one knows about it, I am just happy that it exists. My existence is nothing more than that, and witnessing existence is in itself an amazing thing. I battled depression for a while because I wasn't able to find meaning in my life, and every now and then it comes creeping back, but I exist, and I think it's amazing. When life is shitty, or fantastic, I just remember that I exist. Because that's all I really am.